Hi, this is Solar Steve Esquire, and I'm the owner of Phoenix Solar Panel Systems. We help people save money by installing residential solar systems in 29 U.S. states across the country. Go to phoenixsolarpanelsystems.com or use the booking links in the description of this video to book a free solar consultation with me. I offer in-person consultations for homeowners in the Phoenix, Arizona area and virtual consultations for homeowners outside of Arizona. You can also call this number right here to book a consultation with me. I am born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona. I graduated law school in 2010 and passed the Arizona bar exam in the same year. I practiced law as a trial attorney for 7 years. I started my residential solar company 5 years ago, and I've been running it since then. Recently, on August 16, 2022, the federal government passed the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. This new law updates what we call the solar tax credits. I'm going to teach you about the changes to the solar tax credits. My analysis of this law is based on my education, training, and experience in the law. However, I am not currently licensed to practice law, and you should not rely on anything I am saying in this video as legal or tax advice. Since I started in solar, I've seen that a lot of homeowners and solar salespeople have a lot of misunderstandings about how the solar tax credits work. They are mostly confused about what qualifies for the solar tax credits and how much the tax credits are worth. I am creating this video to remove confusion about the solar tax credits and to help everyone have a better understanding of how the solar tax credits work. So let's get started. The House of Representatives Bill 5376, also known as the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, became law on August 16, 2022. I will call the Inflation Reduction Act the IRA for short. This updated 2 sections of Title 26 of the United States Code. This title of the United States Code is also known as the Internal Revenue Code. The 2 sections updated are 25C and 25D. These 2 sections are what we call the solar tax credits. I'm going to talk about 26 United States Code Section 25D. This was called the Residential Energy Efficient Property Credit. The Inflation Reduction Act changed the name of this section of law to the Residential Clean Energy Credit. The tax credit on residential solar panel systems was extended to December 31, 2034. The following tax credit step-down program was put into law. After December 31, 2021, and before January 1, 2033, the tax credit will be 30%. After December 31, 2032, and before January 1, 2034, the tax credit will be 26%. After December 31, 2033, and before January 1, 2035, the tax credit will be 22%. Biomass fuel property was removed from the tax credit and replaced with battery storage technology. Taxpayers still have the ability to spread out the tax credit into subsequent years to 2034. What this means is that if you receive a $10,000 tax credit from purchasing a solar system, but you only have $5,000 of federal tax income liability in 2022, you can use $5,000 of the tax credit in 2022 and use the remaining $5,000 in subsequent years. The IRA created a battery storage technology credit. Previously, taxpayers could not claim solar batteries like the Tesla Powerwall for the tax credit when they bought it with a solar system. The solar battery must have a capacity of 3 kilowatt hours or more to qualify. Taxpayers can claim this credit for any home they use as a residence, which is different than other credits in the law that require installations be done at the principal residence. The new battery storage technology credit does not begin until after December 31, 2022. Any solar batteries purchased by taxpayers before that date are not eligible to be claimed for the credit. Solar roof tiles still qualify for the tax credit. Non-solar roofs still do not qualify for the tax credit, and Section 25DE2 of the law makes this clear. Many solar salespeople across the country think that customers can take the 30% tax credit on a roof if they sell the customer a solar system and a roof in the same deal. They are wrong, and they've always been wrong on this one, even before this recent update. I will be creating another video to explain in further detail why they are wrong, so check that out when I post it. The following still qualifies for the credit: qualified solar electric property expenditures, qualified solar water heating property expenditures, qualified fuel cell property expenditures, qualified small wind energy property expenditures, and qualified geothermal heat pump property expenditures. To qualify, solar water heaters must be certified for performance by the nonprofit Solar Rating Certification Corporation or a comparable entity endorsed by the government of the state in which such property is installed. Labor costs, piping, and wiring associating with installing a solar system are still included in the tax credit. If people live in cooperative housing or condominiums, and their complex installs a solar system for the entire complex's energy, each individual owner can claim the 30% tax credit of the entire cost of the solar system in proportion to their ownership. So if there are 100 units, one owner can claim 1% of the total tax credit for the entire project. The tax credit can only be claimed in the year the solar system was installed, and subsequent years if it is carried over. It cannot be claimed for years prior to the installation year. Thank you for watching this video. Go to phoenixsolarpanelsystems.com or use the booking links in the description of this video to book a free solar consultation with me. I offer in-person consultations for homeowners in the Phoenix, Arizona area and virtual consultations for homeowners outside of Arizona. You can also call this number right here to book a consultation with me. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates when I post new content or go live. Please post any comments or questions you have in the comments section. Thank you.
Call us at 602-753-0560 for a free consultation today.